ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्से गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो भक्त्या विहीनापराधः चित्तास्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते। ठंडा लागिए काचा पड़े telling that we can be very careful from Advaitvadi monism because they don't take tulsi mala, they don't take this tilak, they take like this. And if they are renounced, then they will take ek danda sannyas, and they will always tell that aham brahmasmi, world is false, and all the jivas are Brahma. So we can recognize them and we will be careful from them. But it is very hard to escape from the persons who are telling that Bhagavad Bhakti is best dharma. Nam Sankirtan is Kali Yuga dharma. But they behave opposite to this. They accept all the theories of Vaishnavism, but they never follow, and they preach against the principles of bhakti, taking tridanda. Understand, taking tridanda in Vaishnava line and propagating that I am Brahma. I don't have faith in Vrindavan. Waiting like omens, dancing and doing kirtan. We are Brahma. So they are so dangerous. Taking also tilak, mala, everything, but not following the principles of bhakti. They are so dangerous. I think that very nearer to us, our mind, which is not controlled, is main and prominent enemy of us. But controlled mind is our friend. So, all the roots of evil is our also mind. So we should treat them, behave them, so that we can enter in the realm of Shuddha Bhakti, pure Bhakti. So don't associate with them. In any case, don't associate. That is why Srila Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, after them that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. all has wonders for this. If you are chanting Hari name and hearing Hari Katha, lakhs and lakhs times birth, even you have no tears in your eyes, heart is not melting, then you should think that there are so many offenses in us. So how we can reform our heart so that taking name at once tears will come. And for separation of Krishna we will weep. And if we are not doing so, then quickly bhakti will also go away. Here he is telling that what is Uttama-bhakti, pure bhakti. Anna-abhilasita shunyam, jnana karma dhanavritam, anukullene krishna anusilanam bhakti-ruttama. I think that this sloka is known to all. Who can remember? Those who have remembered it, they can raise their hands. Oh, very easy to remember. So you should try to remember this sloka. Very easy. If you can remember your, as a computer keeps all these things, worldly things, so much remember. Whole day you can chatter and do patter. But why cannot we remember? And to accordingly what is told in this sloka. Rupa Goswami had told this sloka. Before there were so many paribhasha, definition of bhakti, pure bhakti. But it includes all the definitions which were previously told in Bhagavatam, in Upanishad, in any Puran, anywhere. What Parashar told, what Narad told, Paranurakti Ishware Narad told. Paranurakti Ishware. So much love and affection for Supreme Personality of Godhead is Bhakti. Paranurakti. Srimad Bhagavat tells like this. Nirgunasya hi lakshanam hi bhakti yogasya nirgunasya udahitam ahetukya vyavahitin. That continuous, like a flow, like a chain, continuous and without any cause. If our heart is always in Krishna, always and always, then it is bhakti. But it includes all the definitions of bhakti from Puran, Ved, Upanishad, everywhere. He is telling that Anya-abhilasita shunyam. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling the cultivation of activities which are meant for exclusively for the pleasure of Krishna, only for pleasure of Krishna, not for us. Or in other words, uninterrupted flow of service to Krishna performed through all endeavors of body, mind and speech, and through the expression of various spiritual sentiments, that is bhav, which is not covered by Gyan, knowledge, aimed at impersonal liberation, and karma, reward-seeking activity, and which is devoid of all desire other than the aspiration to bring happiness to Sri Krishna, is called Uttama-bhakti, pure devotional service. What endeavor you are doing? All should be for Krishna, to please Krishna. If you are taking meal, and if you are thinking that it is for to please Krishna. If you are coming here, why coming? That Krishna will be pleased. Otherwise you should also think it, that if I am going to this association, I will be qualified to serve Krishna, that is why I am coming. Why you are sleeping? Why you are sleeping? In night, why you sleep? Really, you do? You should. But devotees think like this. If you are sleeping, that in morning I will be fresh to serve Krishna, to meditate, to chant, remember, to read books and to be qualified, and thus I will serve Krishna and devotees. Then it will be bhakti, otherwise no. Why you are taking breath? Why? To body alive. But why? Eight, that is for Krishna. So from today you should learn all these things and do like this, follow. Then you will realize something and you will be happy. Not only that I came from India and read to us, and you can easily fly to here. You can take a book and keep it in your library. What harm? It will not do. Never. So, what has been told? Again, you should tell. The cultivation of heart. You can, without reading, you can.
That Uttama-bhakti is Anugrah Satsuyam Kama Nabhitama. It's Anukulam Krishna Bhakti. That is the cultivation of activities of the body, mind, and word, along with the emotions, the bhava, which is spiritually flowing, interrupted service towards Krishna, and it should not be covered by Gyan, which is the desire to merge into Brahman, Kama, desire for physical activity, Adi, other processes such as yoga, etc. And shouldn't be covered by anything.
And also it should be the guidance of any pure devotee. If you are doing all these things, but not anu means after your continuous guidance, then it will not be bhakti. In above verse. What I told you, Tungi. But when it will be Uttama? Yeah. What? Now Krishna Anusilanam. But also that to Annabilasita Shunyam, Gyan, Karma, Adi, Anabhutam, then Anukullena Krishna Anusilanam Bhakti Uttama. In these above verses, each and every word, each and every word has to be analyzed. Who will analyze? Those who are expert in these things, actually realizing something. And those who want to be like this, actually, to follow for them. They will understand first and then each word and every word. And after that, they will engage or whole endeavor in this. Otherwise, we cannot understand the attributes of bhakti. Attributes means
quality.
In this verse, what is meaning of the word Uttama-bhakti? Does the phrase Uttama-bhakti or topmost devotion also implies the existence of adhama or inferior bhakti? If there is Uttama-bhakti, then there is a bhakti, lower bhakti. Any other bhakti? Or can it mean something else? Uttama-bhakti means the stage where the devotional creeper is in its completely pure or uncontaminated form, like water. Water is so nirmal, without any filtered. But we sometimes tell that, is it this drinking water? What it means? It may be some adulterated water, not good for drinking. So bhakti in the same way. Bhakti is always the Uttama-bhakti. It is called Uttama-bhakti. But some alteration may be in this world. For example, uncontaminated water means pure water, meaning that in this water there is no color, smell, adulteration or any kind of cause by the addition to another substance. Similarly, the phrase Uttama-bhakti refers to bhakti which is devoid of any contamination, adulteration and attachment to material positions and which is performed in exclusive manner. So, there is two kinds of water. Similarly, there are two kinds of bhakti. Uttama-bhakti, best bhakti, and which is not bhakti, but it seems that it is bhakti, contaminated or mixture of bhakti. Okay. Viparit bhav.
The nature of bhakti itself. Perhaps by merely using the word bhakti alone, this meaning is indicated. Since the word bhakti already contains within it all these adjectives anyway, then has Bhakti Rasacharya, Srila Rupa Goswami specifically employed the qualifying adjective Uttama for no reason? No. Just as when desiring to drink water, people generally ask, is this water uncontaminated? Similarly, in order to describe the attributes of Uttama-bhakti, our previous acharyas considered it necessary to indicate that people mostly practice Mishra Bhakti or mixed devotion. In reality, Rasacharya Srila Rupa Goswami is aiming to describe the attributes of Kevala Bhakti or exclusive devotion. Chala Bhakti, Pratibimba Bhakti, Chaya Bhakti, a shadow of devotion, Karma Mishra Bhakti, Jnana Mishra Bhakti, and so on are not Shuddha Bhakti. They will all be examined in sequence later on.
अब भक्ति का here he is telling the swarup lakshan of symptom of bhakti. Anukullena Krishna Anusilanam. Whatever we do to please Krishna. If Krishna is not pleased, then we should not do that thing. By this, Srilaji Goswami is telling that Anusilan, there is a word, Anusilan. It has two meanings. Srilaji Goswami has told. One, pravritti and nirvitti, रूप शरीर मन वाणी की चेष्टा रूपनिषद. Whatever we do by our all kinds of senses, by body, mind and by tongue, this do all to please Krishna. And second, प्रीति विषयात्मक मानस भाव रूपानुशीलन. Priti lives in mind, heart. So from heart or mind, you should do what we are going to do for Krishna. First is bodily, by mind and by tongue we can do. But mind is something controlling all these things, separate from all these things. If mind is not there, they cannot do anything. So they are subordinate to mind. And without the help of all senses, he can do anything. So also the endeavor of that mind and heart should be for Krishna. And that is called bhav. That is rati. This is not the exercise of body. What is written there?
It means cultivation through the endeavors to engage and disengage one's body, mind and birth. Second, it means cultivation towards the object of our priti or affection through manasi bhav, the sentiments of the heart and mind.
There are two words, pravitti and nimpritti. Engage and disengage. Engage our bodily senses, tongue, mind and that thing, and also disengage, which are not favorable for pleasing Krishna. So both things. We should not associate with any person who is against bhakti, who is not doing bhakti, who is so much attached to worldly affairs, desires. We should not. We should not be controlled by anger, lust and all other things. So these are nivritti. Both are needed, especially in beginning. But we should know also fully that these endeavors are of two kinds, pravitti, nivritti, but yet manas bhava rupanusilan, by mind or by the heart. This is main thing. So, bodily, by mind, by bodily, tongue, all these endeavors should be dependent to mind. That is mane bhav, rati. अतएव चेष्टा और भाव परस्पर आधारित. So both dependent to each other, but mind is prominent. what he has written.
Although Anushilan is of two types, the cultivation through Manasi Bhav is included within cultivation by Cheshta, one's activities. Hence, one's activities or endeavors and one's internal sentiments are mutually interdependent, and in the end, it is the Cheshta which are concluded to be the sole characteristics of cultivation.
So when our all senses, the endeavor of all our mind, body, tongue, everything, when it will be helpful, anukul, favorable, then all endeavors are called bhakti, otherwise not. This is so. Like you are chanting name. Why you are chanting name? To please Krishna. But you will have to do something else in the beginning, offering yourself in the lotus feet of Gurudev, and then chant and remember. You should know that I am eternal servant of Krishna. My everything is of Krishna, my Gurudev. But you should also remember these things, that all the endeavors which we are doing to Krishna are related to Krishna are not called bhakti. Kans knew that Krishna will kill me. The eighth son of Vasudeva Devaki, he will kill me. And from that very day, he used to think about Krishna. Where is Krishna? He will kill me. I should kill him before that. Where he is now? Oh, he is in Gokul. How to kill him? Sending Putana, Bakasur, Aghasur and all to kill him. But all were killed. He brought that snake, poisonous black snake, to Mathura by Akrur. And he was thinking, how to kill, Krishna, 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 always. But this remembering more than a yogi and a devotee is not called bhakti. Why he was remembering always? In trance, like more than a yogi. In trance, always Krishna. How to kill him? Where he is? All these things. So this is not bhakti. Always also uttering, where is Krishna? Have you seen Krishna? Krishna is killed now. Putana has killed Krishna. Aghasur has killed Krishna. Krishna, 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 always. Sometimes in his dream he used to tell like this, where is Krishna? I will kill at once. But this remembrance is not bhakti. It is not favorable for Krishna. Charun and Mushtik, Brahma and Shankar, Narad, it is very hard to embrace Krishna. No? But how Charun and Mushtik were so much lucky to Krishna do like this and to fell down him. And Krishna also impressed him, Charun and Mushtik, for hours. Any one fortunate person can do only like that. But they did. But is it bhakti? No bhakti. So all the endeavors by tongue, body and mind, even by mind, are not bhakti. What to tell pure? So if we are doing anything related to Krishna's devotees, but it will not please Krishna, then it is not Shuddha Bhakti. Also, sometimes Krishna may be pleased by your all activities, but even that is not Bhakti. When Charuna and Mustik were fighting with Krishna, Krishna was so happy that after a long time I am tasting beer rush. And he was so happy. And doing like boxing, like he was doing, and playing. But it is also not Bhakti Krishna, whether Krishna is happy. It not depends on happiness of Krishna. It depends on the mood of that devotee or that person. What he wants by all activities, to please Krishna or actually to kill Krishna. So there are so many things in this. Then it will be Uttama-bhakti, otherwise not.